going out? I'm Shadow Scythe, and today we're going to be doing an on-the-spot review of the final packaged weapon, so to speak, from the Plains of Eidolon update, the Twin Krohkur. Now, the Twin Krohkur is a, you can pick up the blueprint from the marketplace. However, this weapon does require you to have two fully built Krohkurs and a Forma in order to combine them. Which, I'm gonna assume, and here's the funny thing with this weapon, because they changed the name for it like 2-3 days after the update dropped. And I want to say that the whole reason behind that, because it was originally called the Dual Krohkur, is if you take a look at any of the other dual weapons, one is smaller than the other, or like in some cases a different model. Like the dual heat sword, it's actually a heat sword and a heat dagger. The dual ether sword, ether dagger. Dual skana, one's slightly smaller than the other.
Has been counting stars, operator.
The dual commas are about the only exception to that. Every other weapon, the right-handed blade is exactly the same as the left-handed blade. Hence the twin basalt. What other twin weapons do we have? I know we got a few others, but so that's like my only thought process behind as to why they called them what they did. Anyway, here are the base stats for the Twin Krohkur. 0.917 attack speed, the universal 5 energy channeling cost unless you're using mods to change it, 1.5x crit damage, a critical chance of 19%, a 1.7x crit multiplier, excuse me, 140 leap attack, 420 spin attack, status chance of 33%, a wall attack of 280, 8.4 impact, 12.6 puncture, and 49 slash. The battlefield butchery becomes all too easy with a Krohkur blade in each hand. That it does. Now, I have not put any Forma into this, mostly because at Mastery Rank 24, you almost have no need to put Forma into melee weapons. Depending on how effective you want the build to be. But like just right out of the gate, it's not really necessary. I will be revising it, obviously, because I still have room to play around with. But it has the dash polarity for its stance, which will fit Crossing Snakes or the new stance mod Carving Mantis, which I have been loving Carving Mantis so much more than Crossing Snakes. But other than that, there are no other innate polarities. So, as you can see, I'm using Pressure Point and Prime Pressure Point and Primed Fury to jack up the base damage and the attack speed, Buzzkill to increase the slash. I put Maiming Strike on everything, regardless whether it's status or crit, and then I've got these 3 mods to give me to basically jack up my status chance. Anyway, let's jump right into a mission so that you guys can see just how easily this shit can tear stuff apart. You know what? I actually think, yeah, fuck it. I'll do the Infested Rescue. Now, I probably should have changed off of my EV build to my Evading Link build, but whatever.
There is a prisoner here that is vital to our operations. Search for the fourth location.
Obviously.
This infestation, but they'll still try to kill us.
But yeah, these things are actually fairly decent level. Of course, slash weapons, so very effective against them.
A juggernaut nearby? It will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away.
Maybe I don't want it to go away. I'm just kidding. I actually would prefer
Find
that
the
it goes
captive
away.
as soon as you can.
I'm
You
just
don't
kind of
have much
rushing
time.
to the rescue, and then I'll kill shit on the way out. Unless, of course, it's like a gigantic clusterfuck.
Multiple targets ahead. You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. Bypass complete. You may
Okay,
proceed.
so there's one, there's two. And there's the
The
third one.
juggernaut has moved on. It's safe to proceed.
Get him out of the picture. That should be it for the wardens. Oh, no. That's it for the wardens. Okay. So, handles infested and corpus fairly well. Hopefully this is... Nope.
This is the jail.
Go
A
figure,
hostage is
my
in one
luck.
of these cells.
I thought I was gonna die.
Take the
in there.
gun.
Thank you.
Prisoner
Now...
located. We need to get them back to command in one piece. Find your way to the exits, and don't leave the subject behind.
I'll leave them behind because they auto-catch up, Lotus. Alright. Get your toxin-loving ass out of here. But yeah. Honestly, these blades are just so fun to use because they actually rip through, like, everything if modded correctly. And for the most part, I never put too much, too high hopes in dual weapons, other than like the dual combos prime and the God, I think they're called the Cronin, the dual Cronin, the little two little handheld axes. That back before they changed the deluxe skins to just fit that weapon type, they were for a specific weapon. But, yeah. Where is it? Because I want to say that's what they are. I could be wrong. Dual commas. No. Oh, dual Zorin. Okay. Duh. But yeah. These, the dual commas prime, the dual Raza, and even the Prisma dual cleavers were like, those are like the only dual weapons that I actually put any sort of faith
Excellent
into,
armaments, operator.
because they had significantly high stats.
Safe
And I'm proud to say that the twin Krohkur is another one of those dual wield weapons that I've just fallen in love with. Now, it's not going to be one that I use all the time, that much I can guarantee you. But it is definitely one that I will touch more of with than some of the others. So, thank you guys so much for sticking with me up to this point. I know there have been a few times where I've missed upload days and whatnot, so I'm kind of just going to a point where I upload at my own pace. I'm still going to try to get like 3 to 4 videos out to you guys weekly, just so that there is a constant flow of content. But other than that, there's really not much else to say. other than before I close this video out, any of you guys who have been with me for long enough now know that at this point, excluding my Syndicate specialty loadouts, I've done at this point probably 5 semi-unique character personas for Warframes. Mag, of course, has 2 of them. Well, the thing with that is, yeah, that's all well and good that I'm saying that they're whatever.
Operator,
But the
are
problem
you
with that is
visualizing
the
a
fact
body
that
motif?
Me too.
I haven't done anything significant to kind of isolate any of those personas as my own thing. Like, DK has his stalker family that he's slowly been going through and doing like backstories for some of the older members of it, so to speak. And I'm actually going to start doing the same thing for the individual characters that I've started pumping out. I've kind of got one in the thought process right now for the most recent one, and so that'll probably be the first one that comes out, and I'll be going from there. But we're getting off topic. Anyway, you guys have seen the Twin Krohkur. They're probably now some weapons. Yeah, any new content, I tend to try to do a follow-up video on it. Sometimes that follow-up video happens a while after the weapon's been out, though, just because weapon really didn't suit my fancy. The Twin Krohkur, I'd say, expect a video either later this week or very beginning of next week. Because there's a lot of stuff with this update that I have to grind out. Plus, I still have to max an operator amp and go back through and forge a better Zaw than the one that I had. Because I do want to do reviews on those as well. More or less, it's probably going to be on my experiences with them instead of their overall stats. Because for the most part, stat-wise, all the amps kind of line up the same. They're just modified based on the part combination. Same deal with the Zaws. So more or less, it'll be my experience with the one that I forged. Anyway, if you guys like this video for whatever reason, hit that like button and subscribe. If not, check out some of the other videos on my channel. Something there might suit your fancy a little bit better than what this one did. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and player.me for all things related to Twitch, YouTube, and any sort of IRL derp that could be causing a delay or a cancellation. And until next time, Tenno, stick to the shadows.